Thank you, Jim, and thank you, Chairman, and thank you, Geauga County. Fellow candidates, I'm happy to be here this evening. Thank you for this great forum. It's the last page, folks. My name is Kathi, and I'm running for State Central Committee in the 32nd Senate District, a small portion of Geauga in the northern area. And like your County Central Committee, they adopt bylaws, elect the party chairman, and support candidates. Each Senate district is represented by one woman, one man that are elected biannually in the primary. So it doesn't go on in November, it's decided in the primary. In my personal life, my husband and I will be celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary in April. And I know some of you out there know John, and you're saying, wow, that's a miracle. My dad was a pastor, and he always said that John was a great subject material. We have 2 sons, 4 grandchildren, and 2 delightful daughters-in-law. In order to make a decision on which candidate to vote for, my number one consideration is their worldview. Does it align with my Christian worldview? Then I look at their qualifications. Then I look at whether or not they have experience. What makes them different than the other candidate? I believe that Melissa and I both share the same worldview. I believe we're both qualified. As far as experience, I have served as chairman of the Trumbull County GOP, president of our county GOP Women, vice president of the state GOP Women in the Northeast District for 3 terms. I've been a member of our county executive and central committees for over 30 years. I served on State Central Committee for 6 consecutive terms. I've been a poll worker, nursing home, voter clerk, part-time office staff, rover. I serve as a board member on the Trumbull County Board of Elections. Experience has taught me that communication is the key ingredient in solving problems and reaching agreements. Only when we listen and take all things into consideration can we have a meaningful dialogue without confrontation. Texts and emails can start a dialogue but are inadequate to address major concerns. Face-to-face is best. Currently, the state committee endorses itself, but putting that aside, they also endorse in contested primaries. That means that the voters at large have a candidate they may or may not agree with, fully supported by the resources of the state party. It is my understanding that in this primary, instead of a mail piece, they will be distributing a digital slate cord. Now, a chairman can add to this, but not if a candidate's opponent has been endorsed by the state GOP. I would look very closely at this process, as it may unfairly represent the preferences of a county party. The state committee representative is your voice, and it should be clear to you what business will be taking place. I fully support conservative values, your constitutional right, and President Trump. I would appreciate your vote in the primary. Thank you.
To have the privilege of having the job of making the roads safe, that's rewarding for me. Getting through a storm and seeing the final product of what you've done. It's something I take pride in, and because of it being a challenge, it's something I enjoy doing.